as I was looking around for things to talk about in today's video, Pistons news, I ended up coming across this thing, and it was basically talking about all the moves that Reaver has made in the offseason. He's made the most moves in all of the NBA. It was 19 plus moves, and the question was basically, how long will this rebuild take? You know, with him making all these moves, you know, getting all these young players, how long will this rebuild take? Because when you look at where he was previously with the Oklahoma City Thunder, it didn't take long. After he got Westbrook, after he got KD, it took a couple of seasons. They got Ibaka, they got Harden. It took a little bit. It took a good, I would say, like 3 to 4 years for them to really get going, and then they were in there. And then you look at another team like the Denver Nuggets, who did a mini rebuild, who got a lot of young assets. The Gary Harris, Will Barton. Well, they're not young anymore, but Gary Harris, Will Barton, Jokic. They drafted Nurkic. They got Jamal Murray, Porter Jr., Bo. You know, is it going to be one of those type of things as well, or is this going to be, you know, one of those longer rebuilds? Is this going to take 5 to 7 years, or is it going to take 3 to 4 years? You know, one of those type of things. So my basically thing about it is, truly, it doesn't matter. Does it matter to y'all? Because to me, it doesn't matter. I don't care how long it takes. As long as, obviously, it's not about to take 15, 20 years. Obviously, I'm not saying we're going to wait that long, but honestly, it doesn't concern me how long he takes. If he takes 3 years and we're in there, cool. If he takes 7 years and then we in there, cool. I don't care. However long it takes, let him have his time. Let him get the job done. What we don't need to do is do what Stan Van Gundy did. Stan Van Gundy rushed the rebuild. If y'all remember correctly, we had a young Reggie Jackson at the time, a young Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, a young Tobias Harris, a young Marcus Morris, a young Andre Drummond, a young Stanley Johnson. And instead of Stan Van Gundy being patient, he traded for Blake Griffin. He traded away Tobias Harris. He rushed Stanley Johnson into positions he wasn't supposed to be in. No, Stanley was never supposed to be in those positions, and it killed his development. And just everything that Stan Van Gundy did, the way he went about everything, it was just wrong. So Weaver, let's let Weaver, I know the Mason Plumlee thing is kind of head scratching, but look at his other moves. Give him his props there. Criticize him if you need to, but don't overly criticize him. Do not rush this man. It takes time. You know, the great quote that they always say, Rome wasn't built in a day. Rome wasn't built in a day, guys. You know, the whole, you know, if any of y'all ever played Civilization 5 or Civilization 6, those video games, you know, all roads lead to Rome. What that basically means is it takes time to build pieces, to build, you know, the road that will lead to Rome. It's going to take time for the Pistons to get to the road to get to the championship. You know, it's going to take getting to Sadiq Bey, Isaiah Stewart, or Killian Hayes, and, you know, year after year of just good drafting. It's going to take time. It's going to take good, smart offseason moves. You know, we can't do what the Chicago Bulls did a couple of years ago when they signed Felicio. You know, you can't make a bad move like that. Or the Detroit Pistons a couple years ago when the Pistons signed Josh Smith. You can't do that. You have to take time. You have to be patient, and then everything eventually will come together. If you rush things, then we're just going to have another Stan Van Gundy type thing, and this rebuild will be for nothing, because then we're going to have to do another rebuild, and we just don't need to do that. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. How long do y'all believe that this rebuild would take? I'm saying it doesn't matter, but if I were to give this rebuild a number, about 5 years, maybe even sooner. It depends, you know, on guys like Sekou, you know, how quickly Sekou develops. You know, they say he's going to be the next Pascal Siakam. If he becomes that sooner, then obviously this rebuild will be a lot sooner. So let me know how y'all Pistons fans feeling about this subject in the comment section below. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Thank y'all for 800 subscribers. I'm out.